Hello, and welcome to the module on using HTML help to search the Membership and Operations Guide. This will be a tour of the TeamPRP Membership and Operations Guide in searchable form, as well as a tool to show you how you navigate and so on. In this module, we're going to show you how to access the HTML folder and also the WebHelp folder in the Ning website, how to download and save the HTML file so you can access it later with your own computer, how to navigate the HTML help using all of the tools that are inherent in the help program, the structure of the Membership and Operations Guide so you know which sections you will be accessing most of the time, how to conduct a search using the hyperlinks that are built into the HTML help and WebHelp programs, and using WebHelp to search online without downloading it into your computer. As covered in the module on how to access the TeamPRP Membership and Operations Guide on the Ning website, you log into the website and you can either glide your mouse over the Standards and Guidelines tab, or you can click on it. In this case, we're going to just glide and click on Members and Operations Guide. Three different formats of the guide appear on the screen along with an explanation, and the ones that we're going to focus on in this particular module are the second and third. The second one is a searchable file that you can download and save on your computer for future access. And the third one is how to access it using the web without necessarily downloading it. We're going to focus first on the download version. To make it easier for you, we've included the instructions on how to download the file and save it right on the screen. The first section is on how to save it on a PC, and then for those of you who still use a Mac, there is also instructions on how to use a Mac. Now, we should clarify that the process that you will use to save it may vary depending on the web browser that you're using. In my particular case, I am using Google Chrome. So let's proceed and show you how we do it. We begin by clicking on the link below. And then at the bottom of the screen, right in this area, you can see the instructions from Google Chrome as to what you want to do. In our case, we're going to keep the file, and then we're going to drag and drop the file onto the desktop right there. Now, before we do anything else, we need to unlock this file. So we right-click on it, we go to Properties, and right here, you click on Unlock, and then Apply, and OK. Now we can double-click on it, and the searchable resource opens up on the front page of it, showing you all of the areas that you can access. A searchable file consists of two major panes. The window pane on the left side shows you all of the topics, and the window pane on the right side gives you the content for the topic that you've selected. In addition to that, you have navigation buttons on the top to move you to the next topic or the previous topic, and then we also have some additional resources on the upper left-hand corner that allow you to search for particular terms. Notice that on the side of the icons, on some of them there's a plus sign, and that gives you an indication of the fact that that particular folder can be opened to show additional topics. So in this case, if I were to click on the plus sign, it opens up organization name and definition, and then I can go into the national footprint, which is one of the topics, and proceed from there. But I can also click on the back arrow to give me the previous topic, which is past growth and rate, or I can click forward and it will give me the next topic, which is the impact on the American market. To close a particular area, you just click on the minus sign and it closes. The default entry point for the tools on the top are the contents, which is in essence a table of contents of everything that is included in the membership guide. But you also have additional sections, and the one that I want to focus on that you may be using a lot would be search. So in the search mode, you can click on search and you can enter a particular term. So let's say that in this particular case, you're going to be preparing for shipment of an engine. So you could enter the word engine and click on list topics, and it will tell you everything. So in this particular case, we can go to engines and transmissions, and right here they give you the word engine highlighted with a particular topic that you selected displayed on the screen. And again, you can move back and forth between topics simply by clicking either forward or backwards. Notice that there's also additional tool on the bottom of the left pane allowing you to create filters for the particular topic that you're searching. To return back to the contents page, you simply click on contents and it takes you back. But notice, because we did a search, that the particular area that we search has been expanded. In addition, you also have back and forward buttons up on the top, as well as a stop button to allow you to stop when you're searching for a topic that has too many listings. You can stop it. You can refresh the screen. Home will return you to the home page, which is the front of the book. And then you also have the option to either print or to define other options as to how you want to use this particular program. Also, if you want to focus purely on what's in the right pane, you can eliminate the left pane by clicking on hide, and it will display it. And like with any Windows program, you can make it as wide or as narrow as you choose. The membership guide is divided into 4 sections. The first one is primarily geared to individuals who are contemplating or want to learn more about Team PRP. In that section, we've included a definition and the history of Team PRP. We've included a history of the growth of Team PRP and a map of the coverage. And we also listing basic functions of the organization, what its intents and purposes are. It includes the membership benefits. And then we go into details on the corporate structure, the bylaws of the organization, how it is governed, who manages, who the paid staff is, what committees are included, the financial structure of the organization, and then how members stay connected within the organization, and also the relationship that Team PRP has to other organizations such as the URG, the ARA, and so on. Let's close that. And the second section then moves along once someone is contemplating becoming a member. We talk about who can join the organization and what the membership process is, the benefits of the membership again, the commitment that we ask members to make, and then continuing performance required in order to maintain membership. That is followed by a brief section on the actual membership application process, where we talk about how to apply, how members must cooperate with each other, and so on. Most of these really are going to be superfluous to existing PRP members, except for those who don't know the history of Team PRP, what it stands for, and the benefits that it offers. Most of you, more than likely, will be going through a lot of what we've included in the section called After You've Joined. This is actually the operating guidelines for being a member of Team PRP. Embedded in the text on the right side pane are hyperlinks that allow you to access different material directly from the searchable document. And those are the areas that you will recognize because they're underlined and in blue text. Now, there's 3 types of hyperlinks. There's hyperlinks to other sections of the guide. There's hyperlinks to documents that we've posted on the PRP Ning website. And there's hyperlinks to additional external sources such as URG, ARA, and so on. And so let me demonstrate some of those. In this particular case, you have a hyperlink right here to corrective action and another one to termination of membership. So if I were to click in corrective action, it automatically takes you to the corrective action section for you to look at it, and then all you have to do is click on back, and it takes you right back to where you were before. To show you how an external link works, we'll click on inventory criteria and scroll down, and notice that in here we have a hyperlink to the ARA part definition and condition standards. If you were to click on that, automatically using the web, your system will go through, find the ARA website, and show you the ARA standards document posted on the ARA website. And these are shown with permission from the ARA. The same concept is used to show you documents that we posted on the NING website, except that instead of going to an external site, it goes right back into NING in order to find it and display it. The structure of the after you've joined section generally follows the process that is used at a typical facility to dismantle and sell parts, with the exception that the marketing, hiring, and sales practices are included at the beginning of the section, followed by inventory, recommended quality assurance standards, right here. Then you have part preparation, packaging, and shipping, followed by warranty, partner-to-partner course, credit memos on part returns, communicating with fellow members, continuing training, and skill improvement, and then ends with facility audit review, corrective action process, and membership transfer and termination. Now, another section that we've included in here in Appendix A is the document approved by the board as the shareholder rules and operational policies, which dictates that the organization is supposed to publish on a regular basis a version of the membership and operations guide that you're looking at right now. So this gives you a general overview of the structure and the use of the PRP membership and operations guide using WebHelp, or HTML help, I should say, that you download and save onto your computer. The other version would be the WebHelp, and that is the one where you access it directly from the website. So we'll close this one. We'll click on the WebHelp. And notice that what you get is pretty much the same thing as what we were looking at before. The content is identical on both, except that using WebHelp, you don't need to download it and save it onto your computer. You can leave it where it is, which also means that you generally would not need to update it whenever new versions of the guide are published by PRP. So to recap, in this module, you learn how to access the HTML folders in the NING website, how to download and save the HTML file, how to navigate the HTML help and find and using either content or search, the structure of the membership and operations guide in its 4 sections, most of which you will be accessing the 4th section most of the time, how to conduct a search, and then using the hyperlinks and using WebHelp to search online without downloading the file. I want to thank you for participating in this program, and now that you've got an introduction to the Team PRP Membership and Operations Guide, I urge you to download one of the formats available to you on the NING side and begin searching it and studying it, since it impacts your organization's performance in accordance with the standards defined by Team PRP.